Same jump key, same sprite. But one of these jumps feels way better. The beginner version forces the sprite up, then drops it with no momentum. But here, we use velocity and gravity to shape the motion. Let me show you how to build it, step by step. First, place the sprite on the ground. Then, set the rotation style to left-right so it only flips sideways. Everything else runs inside one forever loop. That's the setup. Next, let's make a jump. Inside the loop, we watch for the space key. When it's pressed, we pop the sprite up 10 times. That single burst is our beginner jump. Now we need gravity to pull it back down. Still inside forever. Check if we're in the air. If yes, move down 8 pixels each frame. That creates a constant fall speed. But landing can stick the sprite into the floor. So, when we touch the ground, we push up in small steps. Repeat until we're clear, moving up 8 pixels each time. Now the sprite lands perfectly and stops falling. Beginner jump complete. Next, we upgrade it with velocity. Now let's build an intermediate jump using velocity and gravity. We'll start by creating 5 variables: dy, which will be our vertical velocity; gravity, which constantly pulls us down; index, used later for animation; then 2 flags, in ground and is jumping. They help us check whether the player is in the air or on the ground. Now we initialize everything when the game starts. Set the position of the player first. Set gravity to -1. We're not jumping yet, so set is jumping to false. We assume we're on the ground, so in ground is true. Set index to 1 and dy to 0. Now add a forever loop. This handles movement every frame. First, change y by dy. That's the velocity. Not a fixed number, but a value that changes over time. If we're not touching the ground, add gravity to dy. That makes us fall faster and faster, just like real life. If we are touching the ground, stop the jump. Set is jumping to false and reset dy to 0. Now for a cleanup check. If in ground is still false, push the player up pixel by pixel. Repeat until we're no longer touching the ground. This corrects any overlap with the floor. Finally, we set in ground to true. Now we allow jumping when the space key is pressed, but only if we're not already jumping and we are on the ground. If all that's true, we're about to jump. Set in ground to false. Then we set dy to 15, pushing us up fast, and we mark is jumping as true. That's it. We now have a smooth physics-based jump. Up next, let's animate the jump using sprite sheets.